What are you doing, Emily?
I was just throwing away some things that Eliza was playing with. I didn't want her to get her hands dirty, right?
Really?
You found that in
very expensive
there?
piece of garbage.
Who would throw something like that?
Somebody who didn't want me to find it.
Okay, fine.
No,
okay,
don't even. Okay, this is my mother's bracelet. Shotzi found it in her store. Asked you to come down and get it. Don't even bother.
Okay, fine. It's true.
You were supposed to bring it home, and I was supposed to identify it as being my mother's bracelet.
Yes.
And instead, you threw it in the garbage. Why?
Can we talk about this at home, please?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, we should go home. We should talk about this. And there, you can explain to me why you would throw away the last shred of evidence that might explain what happened to my mother.
Damn thing out. There, you got me. It was an impulsive thing to do, and it was stupid, and I'm sorry, but I couldn't really help myself. Yes.
You knew this was hers.
Yes.
You threw it out anyway, so it wasn't impulsive. It was something that you did on purpose.
No, Paul. It was a knee-jerk reaction because I couldn't stand watching Eliza play with it.
Why?
Because it reminded me of all the times your mother has tried to drive a wedge between us, and I thought...
You thought what? You thought it would be better for everybody if we didn't figure out where Barbara was?
No, not consciously, no.
So what, subconsciously?
I'm sorry. Okay, what else do you want me to say? I probably would have regretted it and fished it out of the garbage myself if you hadn't shown up.
Probably.
Are you going to keep grilling me? Because I've really had enough of this.
I think that you don't care what happens to my mother.
Of course I care what happens to her. You think I want her to turn up hurt or God forbid, dead? But if it turns out that she's run away like we all think, well then, good for you. You should not be surprised by that sentiment.
No. I'm not. I knew you felt that way, but I thought you could get past it. Emily, whether you like it or not, my mother is part of our family, and she is not the monster that you're making her out.
Stop making excuses for that woman. That woman is a monster, okay? I love you. She doesn't know how to love. I love you. I love your daughter. I love Eliza like she were my own child, and your mother is threatened by that.
My mother is threatened by you because you hate her.
She's made me hate her. Don't you see she doesn't want us to be happy? That is the last thing she wants. And if she comes back, I guarantee you, she's going to try to destroy that. She destroyed you before and the woman you loved before, and I know she's going to do it again.
She's not trying to hurt you, Emily. My mother's not trying to split us up.
She tried to talk you into the fact that convince you that I was drugging Meg. Do you remember that? She had me thrown into jail.
She's not. She's not going to do anything like that again, okay? Don't you trust me? I'm not going to let her do that. She's not going to hurt you.
I don't trust her.
She's not going to split us up.
I trust you with my life. I do not trust her. And I promise you, this disappearance of her is pure manipulation.
I don't even know what that means.
It means that your mother, Barbara, is holed up in some swanky hotel room, drinking very expensive champagne, jumping for joy that we are all worried about her.
I don't think even my mother wouldn't do something like that.
Of course she would. She loves the fact that we are doing nothing but talking about her and thinking about her. Everything is Barbara.
Okay.
I'm so sick of talking about her.
I get that you're angry. I understand that you're resentful.
I'm
but
not
it doesn't give you the right to keep evidence away from me or from Will.
What evidence? Something connected to Mom?
Girl called Shotzi's called and said that she thought this bracelet might belong to Mom, so she gave it to Emily to show to us.
Is it Mom's?
Yes.
And you try to get rid of it. Why?
I wasn't thinking. Okay, I threw it in the trash. It was a momentary lapse in judgment.
It doesn't matter. The important thing is that that bracelet was at Shotzi's, so it might mean that Mom's here in Oaktown.
Or if somebody wants us to think she is.
Well, don't look at me. I had nothing to do with her disappearance.
But you're happy she's gone.
I have said it before, and I will be happy to say it again. I am thrilled your mother is not here to try to destroy my marriage. But if you're accusing me of having something to do with her disappearance...
No, I'm not making any accusations. I'm just asking questions.
You know what? Emily already explained to me why she threw the bracelet away. So let's just move on.
And if Paul hadn't found out about what you did, would you have ever told him about it? Or me?
Well, it didn't play out that way, so I really can't answer that question. But I can tell you I probably would have felt guilty and fished it out of the garbage and brought it home.
Probably, but not for sure?
No, Will, not for sure.
What exactly are you trying to say, Will?
Oh, I think my suspicions are pretty clear.
Well, then you're completely out of line.
You're just defending her because she's your wife.
No, I'm defending her because
she's no stranger to acting out against
Mom. She's standing right in front of you, but feel free to talk about me like I'm not in the room.
Paul, and you left him for dead. Have you forgotten that?
No, but I've forgiven her.
What says she's forgiven Mom?
You know what? We've all got our scars here, Will. You should know that more than anybody. And my advice to you on this is to back off.
I wouldn't be so sure that you can count on Will or Paul. Right, Paul?
Thanks, Dad. Mom, I gotta go with Dad on this one. I mean, I'm trying to find you, but I'm not really trying that hard. Because if I find you, that would be great. But if I don't find you, well, then Emily will be happy.
Emily hates me, I know that.
And she's my wife. So who do you think I'm gonna choose, my wife or my mother?
Me? Your mother. The woman who carried you and gave you life.
And tried really hard to screw it up.
No. I changed. You know that, Paul. You know I changed.
Too little, too late. Mom, the truth is, you're finally right where you belong.
Paul! No, wait, Paul!
Barbara, come on, face facts. Paul's right. Where you belong. With me. No one else.
No. I still have one son left.
You're right. Given my history, I'm the last person who should throw stones at anyone.
And I should have thrown the bracelet.
No, you shouldn't have.
Great. Now that we sorted out that, do you think we could focus on finding our mother?
Henry went on the air to make a plea for Mom to contact him. Did you guys see it?
No, but that's a good idea.
Well, if she was where she could actually see it.
Yeah, even if she didn't, then maybe someone who spotted her saw it and they'll contact us.
You know, this whole thing, it just seems...
What?
Well, if I didn't know he was dead, I would think that my father was somehow involved.
Had enough finger pointing for one afternoon. I'm gonna go upstairs and check on Eliza. Would you like me to check on Hallie for you, Will?
Thanks.
Well, I'm sorry. It wasn't right. I shouldn't have thrown your past in your face like that.
I understand. And, it's not like you're making any of it up. I admire the way you protect the people you love.
We've all done things that haunt us. But we're different people now.
Both of us.
Yeah. We'll go upstairs. Check on Emily.
Any word from your mom?
No, not yet. Do you have any need?
Yeah, and more than I bargained for.
What do you mean?
Iris is back.
What? Back? She just left.
She's on a mission.
Uh-oh.
She wants to help find Barbara.
I really hope you turn that offer down.
Are you okay?
I was just going to ask you the same thing.
Of course. Oh. Thank you for standing up for me as well, again.
He's just scared. I'm all worried too, you know.
I know. Can I honestly tell you what was going through my
You don't
head
have
when I
to.
saw Eliza looking? I just, for me, okay? Let me just try to explain to you what was going through my head, okay? I remember when Barbara found out I was pregnant with Jennifer. Your little Jennifer. I wanted to do this, okay? I want you to understand where I was coming from. I was in my hospital room, and your mother came into the room and tried to talk me into having an abortion. Isn't that nice?
You can't really blame my mom for her behavior back then. You know, so much of who she was and the way she acted was because of the way James had treated her.
I know that.
And I've done some pretty horrible things in my life because of my dad, and you're able to see past them.
Of course, because I love you.
Thank you. All I'm asking is that you try and see the good in my mom. Because it's there. I mean, to me, it may be really, really, super, really well hidden, but it's there.
Okay, I will try. Very hard for you.
That's all I'm asking.
You gotta admit, your mom's got great taste in jewelry.
The
next as the world turns.
That's not Barbara, but it's some woman who's trying to look like Barbara.
That means this woman could be the one that's holding her prisoner.
You need to head over to my place right away. I've heard from Mother.
Why would they think I'm dead? What have you said to them, Iris?
Please come back to me.
Help!